Now, because communication is non-existent in Puerto Rico, there is a frantic quest by many to contact their loved ones there. With phones and computers wiped out, people are seeking other ways to reach family and friends. Our colleague, Alicia Nieves, is one of those people. Alicia, please fill us in on what steps you and so many others are faced with right now.
Well, Yuki, I have a good number of relatives who live in Puerto Rico. My family's concerned about all of them, but most notably, we have a 95-year-old great-grandmother who we heard from during the hurricane. She said there was water coming into her home, and we haven't heard from her since. So we have tried reaching out to her cell phone, her landline. We've tried online through social media. We have tried walkie-talkie apps. And at this point, we're really preparing to fly down there and physically try and go check up on her. Others are doing the same, but we've heard of some here in this area who don't have those means that are trying to communicate with their loved ones through two-way radios. 2 days after Hurricane Maria hit, the entire island of Puerto Rico is still without power. There's almost no phone or internet service, almost no way to contact the more than 3 million people there. Gary Wilson has the antenna outside the Delaware Valley Radio Association turned to Puerto Rico after having some in the greater Philadelphia area suddenly contact him. They're desperate, hoping to use two-way radios to reach loved ones in the ravaged region.
We have tens of thousands of frequencies, so trying to find a specific one for Puerto Rico right now is probably going to take a bit of time. The bulk of their communications are designed to talk within Puerto Rico right now.
Battery-powered two-way radios have become the main form of communication on the island through this disaster, but it's not recommended that people here try to use it to talk with those in Puerto Rico.
You want to know that they're okay, but more importantly, we don't want to get in the way of the people who are making them okay.
Instead, the recommendation is to go to the Red Cross's Safe and Well site. It lists the name of everyone the relief group comes in contact with during this disaster.
You up here can do a search to see if the person that you're concerned with down there has registered.
I'm putting my 95-year-old great-grandmother's information in. My family hasn't heard from her in 2 days. She is in the city on the outskirts of Ponce. It's so hard to see search results 0.
The other weird thing I often tell people, having been involved with a number of disasters, is no news is good news. You're more likely to hear about a casualty report quicker than someone who is well.
And there have been several flights that have left from Philadelphia to Puerto Rico. Many people on the manhunt to physically go there and find their loved ones, especially because there really is no timeline for when we'll be able to communicate with people on the island. At this point, we are hearing that it could be 6 months before the entire island has power. Reporting live in Philadelphia, Alicia Nieves, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
Alicia, our thoughts and prayers are with you and everyone. Please keep us posted.